Svenningsen here at his winery BiniVista. And we're here to find out about his new winery and what about the future brings. But we already have some really nice things here on the table. If you were to explain for somebody that's never ever tried the wines of BiniVista, what would you say?
First of all, I would say that they are really not Mallorquin wines. We want to do wines where we have the fruit really is like a center in the wine. It has to be more fresh fruit than you normally will have in a warm climate like this. We want to have good acidity inside the wine to do the freshness actually in most of our wines. And then if possible, and that's also a very difficult thing, and this is something we have to compromise if sometimes, that's alcohol. We want to do less alcohol. For us, it's really important that there is a lot of primary notes inside the wine. Of course, they're also young, so that's one thing. And of course, if the red wines, the red wines except one, we always will mature in barrels. But we don't want to do a lot of barrel taste inside the wine in general. And of course, in the end, we will experiment with a lot of things. But our main principle is, that's why, as you can perhaps see behind the barrels we have, they're quite big. So we use at the moment 500 liter barrels, also not to have so much compound of wood taste or whatever influence from the wood. So the reason why we mainly are doing the barrel maturing here is because we want to soften the tannins. For me, the most important thing of a wine is that it's balanced. We want to do more fruity wine, we want to do more acidity wine. We have like three principles when we do wine. We do what we call honest wine, that's about the process inside here. We do unique wine, and the third, and that's actually the most important thing, it's a little bit funny talking about it, we want to do likable wines. To find something that's very high quality, complex wine, but still likable. This about us saying we want to do the best wine in the world. The way we define the best wine in the world is one of the big reviewers has to come here and give one of our wines 100 points. Then it's the best. And the good thing about this is there's not only one best wine in the world every year. There are perhaps 500 wines getting, or perhaps less, getting 100 points every year. So we are one between, but it is individual, 100 points, then we have met our ambition of doing the best wine in the world.
If you were to define what is the best wine in the world for you?
All the things that I define inside the wine, they have to be positive for me. It will never be very heavy wine. It will never be wine with a lot of alcohol. Actually, normally it will not be a wine with many years in storage.
You have a fantastic range of wines here. What grapes are in the different ones? How many grapes in total do you have here on the plot?
We haven't harvested all of them yet, but we have 13 different grape varieties, 5 white ones and 8 red ones. We do our white wines, and as I told you, we have this that we want to do unique wines. We have to wine with a purpose. So we do always a white wine, which is this one here, which is also the one in the glass. Mm-hmm. This is our Tumir, or 15 degrees. Mm-hmm. So this is for us a terrace wine, or a summer wine. So the important thing about this wine is that it's the fruit and it's the acidity that's important here. This wine here, because this is born for freshness. So of course the primary grape in a wine like this is for us Sauvignon Blanc. To have the acidity like the more green fruit, green apple. And then to have all Sauvignon Blanc for me it will be too green wine. So the one that we normally blend inside this wine is Viognier. Okay. So this is Viognier and Sauvignon Blanc. What do you think the alcohol content in this wine is? What do you think?
I think I will guess maybe 12.
You are my best friend here, because this is the right guess, meaning that this wine is a summer wine. This is what we call a terrace wine. So this should be 12 or 12 and a half, but it's 14.
It's 14?
Yeah. So this is about having balance in a wine. Alcohol should never be part of a wine.
What about these 3 red ones
Yeah.
that we have. Can you introduce
Yeah.
from left to right?
Yeah. We do normally like 4 or 5 different wet wines every year. 2 of them are from 22 and 1 is from 21. But all of them have been 1 year in barrels. Now one of them also been 1 year in the bottle, but they have been 1 year in barrels. The one have been in only new barrels because that was in 2020, the first year we have only new barrels. And the other one had been a mix between 1 year and 2 year barrels, but 1 year both of them. The first wine we have here, and this is the one that I'm at the moment most proud of, because here we got, this is something never done in Mallorca before, the one we are drinking here. This is our Randa wine. And Randa is always this is the only wine we do in only one grape. This is our Pinot Noir.
And then, so Søren, what about the second one?
Yeah. The wine. This is called Sarateta. And this wine here is for me the best wine ever made in Mallorca. No more, no less.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
So what grades do we have on this one?
Yeah, this one is Syrah.
And what's the grade number on this one?
You can see it there.
On the label?
334. That is Sarateta. Sarateta is the mountain that is behind the big water reservoirs up in Tramuntana. But from now on, every year our grapes get older, we get more experience, and the team of course get more experience. So, but we are happy with the start because it should be possible. This wine here we are drinking now is also a wine made on a 2-year-old grape. As a wine.
Fantastic,
the wines
yeah.
out there had only been there for 2 years, and you can make a structured wine like this. This is not possible. This is really not possible, but for some reason it's done.
So Søren, tell me about the third wine, the red wine we have here.
This is a special wine because when I started this winery, as I told you, wine was not my passion, but I had 3 other passions that I brought with me. And of course, one is cycling, one is art, and one is food. And these are 3 things that we are doing around the wine here. So we have concepts for this, and this is our art wine. So every year we have a big artist coming down here doing a specific painting for us, and then we define together with him a wine. So this one here is a special wine, and it's done with 3 different grapes, and the main grapes are Syrah and Merlot. And for me this is, and unfortunately we could only do 1,200 liters of this wine.
You not only make special wines, you also have a special concept to get the wines from the winery with your members club. Tell me more about that.
Sharing the other passions I have, cycling, food and art, this I could do here. So that's why I did a membership club. And the membership club is very big principle. We're having the 2 places we can only sell wine is that we sell to our members. In the end, that probably half of our wines. We want 1,000 members. The first years here we got 500 members. If I will work hard this year, probably I can close the membership this year. It's 1,000 members. And then we want to do partnership with special restaurants in Mallorca and Denmark. And we have been very well met with this membership concept, and people enjoy coming here. We do different things. We do parties, we do these lounges, we do art, we do races. We do a cycle race for people interested in this. We have chefs coming here doing food with people, and now we start up having members day. So one day a week, members can come here, and we have open house with wine and tapas and things like this.
The membership club sounds more like a BiniVista family to me.
More and more members are really now embracing it. The thing we are selling in this BiniVista family concept we are having is that you have a winery in Mallorca. So when you come here with friends, in the end, of course, now when a lot of members come, I go around explaining about 30 different grape varieties. We have this, but in the end, if you're a member, you have heard this story 5 times. So you go around, and you should go around if you're a member, as this is your winery.